Welcome to the 9 News Trump Rally.
Good morning, everyone. We're only hours away from finding out the 8 teams from each classification who are going to be playing for their playoff lives. The Fairview Knights are hoping to be one of them after finishing the season a perfect 6-0, but it almost didn't end up that way. As we head out to Christian Rec Field, Castleview brought its A-plus game against Fairview, and the Knights got going early. Here's Liam O'Brien to Grant Page on the first drive of the game. Page had 4 touchdowns in this shootout. But the SaberCats weren't going to let Fairview off without a fight. Here, the deep ball reeled in by Blake Haggerty. Get this, the Cats led in the 4th quarter, but only for a minute or so. That's when Page took care of things, scoring the last 2 scores of the game. Knights win at 49-36, and Grant Page gets the final word.
Hey, we just needed a big play. You know, Castleview's a great team. We need a big play just to capitalize and win the game. We're Warriors. We never give up. Always a 32 mindset going into every game we play.
Chatfield senior night, no parents allowed, so the whole crew does it together. Chargers hosting 4A number 1 Dakota Ridge. Opening kickoff, element of surprise, onside kick by Chatfield's Andre Haddad. And after some bouncing around, it's recovered by David Wiley. What a start. Unfortunately, it didn't last very long. Eagles are number 1 for a reason. Quarterback Ben Goltig hits wide open Max Hart for 63 yards and the touchdown. What a bomb. Eagles are up 7-0. Later, Dakota Ridge up 25-0. More points on deck. Charlie Offerdahl finds a hole, hits the hole all the way home. Slow to get up, but don't worry, he's okay. Eagles finish a perfect regular season with a 51-0 win. The win was whipping at Legacy Stadium. Jacob Burr braved the elements. Grandview's quarterback called a draw. This is exactly how they drew it up. Burr, a blur. Wolves jumped out to the 14-0 lead over Horizon. Hawks answered in the 2nd quarter. Xavier Harris to Liam Francis. He fought off a defender for the touchdown, cuts the deficit to 8. Then just before the half, Harris, shades of Randall Cunningham or Michael Vick for some of you, stepped up, steps away from an angry wolf pack, and the senior quarterback let it fly. Blake Kramer hauled it in for a 52-yard score. It was 14-12 at intermission. Grandview got back in the end zone in the 3rd off the play fake. Burr found Charlie Dick. 41-14 the final. Cherry Creek is trying to get back in that championship game, and they've really made a case for it all season long. But they probably didn't have a better test than their season finale and really proved that they probably will be getting that number 1 seed later today. Centennial League title on the line on a windy Saturday. Number 1 Creek strikes early against number 4 Eagle Crest, and often. Star running back James Walker in for the score. It would be a big day for him. 7-0 Bruins. Moments later, it's Walker again. Yeah, he's in for another 14-0. Sensing a theme. Still in the 1st. Creek up 22-0. Walker scores his 3rd touchdown of the quarter. Tiptoeing the sideline, little toe drag swag. 29-0 Bruins. Near half, same score. Eagle Crest can't get anything going as it's picked off by Henry Lamar. He makes a house call for the pick 6. Creek up 36-0 at the half, and they would roll. Bruins win the Centennial League with an impressive 50-0 win. One of the marquee matchups of the Friday night, number 5 Columbine taking on number 3 Pomona for the 5A Jeffco title. Second play from scrimmage, it's none other than Jack Pospisil calling his own number on the far side, bounces back to the middle, no one taking him down as he takes this one 77 yards to the house. Panthers with the early 7-0 lead. 3rd quarter now, Pomona leading 7-3, and they would shine on special teams also. Dominic Nichols fields the punt on his own 40, cuts towards the sideline. He would not be caught. Nichols, the 60-yard punt return for the touchdown. Panthers extend the lead 14-3. Now late 4th quarter, Columbine finds the end zone. Brock Zanatel with a 2-yard dive over the top. They cut the lead to 3, but this one stayed as close as promised. Pomona hangs on to win 14-11 to take the league title and stays undefeated. In this year, we're always seeing something new, and here it is. Windsor taking the visitor side of its own field to play in front of some fans with Brighton. The 9th-ranked Wizards strike first in this one, ball on the half-yard line, and Kaysen Kingsbury takes the handoff, powers into the end zone. Brighton with the response. Nate Griffith airs it out. Check out Eli Bowman going up to reel that touchdown pass in. On to the second half, Windsor leading. That is until Griffith decides it's time to find Bowman again. Another another passing strike, and Brighton escapes with a 14-12 win over Windsor. The Bulldogs were 5-1 this season and will now have to wait if that's enough to make the 4A playoffs.
You know, this game was definitely a program changer, and we're just trying to put our school on the map, and we don't get a lot of respect around the state, but this game will definitely change that.
I mean, it's been weird, but, you know, we've made the best of it. You know, even when guys have been out in quarantine and everything, we've just kept trucking, and hopefully we make playoffs now. It's up to Chassa.
Let's head up north for a rivalry game between Mead and Frederick. Mead got on the board early and often in this one. Junior quarterback Gavin Garrettson finds junior receiver Corby Teku down the middle for a 56-yard bomb. It's already 21-0. Second quarter, Frederick gets on the board here. Quarterback Bryce Conifer finds Alex Sturm 30 yards out for the impressive score. Mead puts the game out of reach, though, early in the fourth quarter. Senior running back Nathan Bailey gets around the edge, cruises 81 yards to the house. Mead wins big, 48-14. To Echo Park Stadium we go, where Longmont took on Ponderosa on a windy Saturday afternoon. Things got started all Mustangs. Longmont trying to change that in the red zone. Nope. Ball pops out. Senior Bodie Jensen scoops it on up, takes it 90 yards all the way away from us for the score. Sometimes, you know, you got to earn it. You got to run for it. But the Trojans, they were able to march down the field soon after, closed out their series with this Caleb Johnson jet sweep to the end zone. But there's a reason Ponderosa is undefeated. They have the weapons. Carter Machika with the high point catch mosses them for the score. Mustangs run away with it, 40-13, the final score. Okay, I think we're on to something here. You know, for weeks, nay months, we were on different pages about the honor roll, but now you and I were finally on the same page. For 3 weeks in a row, we've both agreed on the top play. This was our number one play. With 68% of the vote, our number one play was a masterpiece. And get this, this was the third special teams touchdown of the night. Last week, this one, a blocked punt from Cherry Creek Sam Pesdirts. Remington Larson, he's there for the scoop and score. Now, the Conifer Lobos are led by quarterback Gunnar Truby, and as Scotty Gaines shares with us, there's no Colorado football player much like him, and that's no bull.
Gunnar Truby turns heads better than any football player in the state. He throws touchdowns on offense, and he whips down opponents on defense. He's a stud. And whatever spurred that sweet exchange was awesome. So that's all there is to him, right? Nay. Now, while Gunnar may be best known for his play inside the football stadium, it's his passion in the arena that might catch you by surprise. Hay is for horses. Say hello to the lassoing Lobo.
I'm kind of the Cowboy of Conifer because nobody else, really ropes.
Which, by the way, is an awesome title to have.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'll pony up. That's better. And tucked away in the Morrison Mountains, the Trubies chase cows. And have one, too.
Ever since I was old enough to ride a horse, I junior rodeoed.
And his skill wasn't hidden in the mountains.
Yeah, right there's what you want to do.
He's ranked number 2 in the Little Britches Youth Rodeo Association's statewide competition. And he and his little brother Jet dominate local tournaments.
Roping's gonna be in my life forever. Nobody can take that away from me. Just with what my dad has taught me and my brother for 18 years now. You can't ever take that away.
Gunnar, do you understand how cool this all is?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Roping steers is serious, and you can't hide in the shadows. But the 18-year-old still finds some time to horse around.
Me and my super high-tech camera stuff.
Originally from Texas, Gunnar's Conifer teammates can sometimes make him feel like a lone star.
You're like, hey, do you want to see me rope? And they're like, what the heck does roping mean? So I think that's what's so special about it is I can come out here and I can do what nobody else in Conifer does.
In life, you gotta take the bull by the horns. And that's something the Cowboy of Conifer has roped in. Scotty Gaines, 9 News.
I look forward to those stories every week, and that one might take the belt buckle. Hey, we want to see your best highlights. We know you're out there shooting video of your favorite athletes. Send it over to us. Hit us up at sports@9news.com or find us on social media.